I actually kind of feel bad for Iman Vellani, the actress of Ms. Marvel, who's getting caught up in all of this Marvel's sort of nonsense. Of course, it's a spectacle, and it's a spectacle because Brie Larson has made such damaging political statements to the brand. She's come across as just a complete a-hole throughout Captain Marvel and this, and it torched this movie. Part of it is people just didn't want to see this after the nightmare that was Captain Marvel. Of course, the marketing didn't help either, but in the film, fact that the film's really bad too didn't help as a third level. But honestly, nobody went and checked this out because of what came before. It was a pain in the butt. It seems like Disney's made a bunch of dumb moves to where they don't even make these movies for the sake of their movies anymore. Each movie's just designed to like promote the next phase and the next Disney Plus shows and the next movies, and you have to like connect these dots in order to figure out what's going on. It's really just a nightmare for somebody who's just trying to tune in and watch a fun movie. Now, this didn't end up being a fun movie anyway, but whatever. At that point, it's already failed. Now, she's been sucked into this being like, hey, what are your thoughts on the box office underperforming? And of course, she has a pretty good response. The more I see of this gal, I think she's just a nice girl who truly actually likes the comics and things like that. And, you know, it's pretty nice to have somebody in Hollywood who's not a arrogant a-hole at the end of the day. Now, my name is John Delarose. I'm a comic book journalist, reporter. I work for Bounding Into Comics. And of course, I make my own books. So if you want to check out mine, Top Grift is my new one right here. It's done with Mike S. Miller from DC Comics Injustice, very famous book. And of course, we are putting this together. This is about a guy who's overcoming online grifting and becoming his own man. It's a very poignant story in today's climate, and I hope you'll check it out. That link's in the description below. We really hit it out of the park, and this should be at 1,000 backers by now because we are the talent that's like absolutely way top tier right now. Please check it out. Thank you. So here's the story of the day. Iman Vellani addresses the Marvels struggling at the box office. She says, I don't want to focus on something that's not even in my control because what's the point? That's for Bob Iger. The box office has nothing to do with me. I'm happy with the finished product and the people I care about enjoyed the film. So that's very true. It is a Bob Iger problem. Their marketing department really screwed the pooch on this more than anything because they like didn't know how to market this movie. Brie Larson is unmarketable by herself. The Marvels really like they just put together a cluster of a movie. You should check out my review of it. I rambled for like 15 minutes because I didn't even know where to start. All of it was so bad. The only shining point of the movie, as I mentioned before, was the Ms. Marvel character. Like she actually did a good job of acting. She did what she could with her part, and she like was the only one who was believable in the entire film. I mean, it really was the case. Now, I watched the Ms. Marvel show, and while it was a little corny and like aimed at teenage girls and things like that, they actually did a pretty good job on that too. She's actually done well with what Disney's given her. You got to give her as much credit for that as possible. But Disney, on the flip side, is really not doing well with her or actually promoting her as a brand, as a likable actress that anybody is going to be checking out at the end of the day. So why is that? Bob Iger should be doing a better job, but he's not because they're struggling right now with these multi-$100 million movies bombing, everything coming in the next phase likely to bomb too, and they are all hands on deck just in complete panic. And we're going to see that Disney's going to drop the ball even further. Now, we know that Disney Plus has failed so badly that they're going to be combining it with Hulu. They're going to be changing the two platforms into one because the subscriptions just aren't there. When you just release a few episodes of Marvel content here and a few episodes of Star Wars content there, it's not enough to support the channel. It's not enough to keep it going long term. Now, I can expect that everybody will get a nice price increase as the two units combine, but it's showing that Disney is really on a wrong track. Bob Iger has no idea what she's doing. And you know what? Iman Vellani might be throwing some shade at the executives saying, you know what? They screwed this up in a little like political stealthy way with this comment here, which is interesting to see. What do you think about this? Leave a comment down below. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.